and this can be an energy of, okay, we've gone into part 2 now, so this is part 2 of the fire sign Venus transit reading. This can be very tired energy. This can be like with persevering wounded warrior. It's like gonna reach the shore, but it's it's hard work. And then with the pentacle, it's like, do I drop this? Do I keep fighting? Because this is like an energy of keep fighting. But with that fire, it's like pushing through it. You could be married to this person. Definitely could be married to this person, or maybe they want to propose to you. Again, I don't want to like get anybody's hopes up. So please, you'll see what happens, but this is happy family life. This is the end of the 10. This is that moving to the 10. That joining stability, right, with this person. Very, very beautiful energy, you guys. Wow. And you're coming out as a match again. So you guys have come out as a match in every single suit now. In action, desire, passion, logic, reason. Does this make sense? Is it honest? Are we stable enough to do this and have this together? Is the love there? It's all here. It's all here, you guys. Very beautiful. And a new cycle, new cycle here. Opening up with that Ace of Wands. Very nice. Okay, cool. I have Sag rising, so I'm like, well, fire signs are really getting it good this week, so maybe I'll be in that boat. Who knows? Queen of Swords. Why the Queen of Swords? I think this is just in you matching this person in honesty, in communication, and seeing that they're being honest. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Whoa. Ooh, grief. Okay, you may be very reluctant to accept this person back because, again, like I said, this is a lot of freaking pain. And they may have healed and had their transformation, but you may not be over it. You may not be ready for this like they are. You may not be able to. You guys are matching each other energetically, but you may not have gone through your portion of releasing that pain. Or that could have been you in the past. And they know, or this could be how they're perceiving you because they know that you know, whatever pain happened here, that's the state that the other person was left in, and you might just block them. That's maybe what how they're viewing you. So let's see, why is grief here? Impartiality on the bottom. Self-worth. Yeah, you may have discovered your self-worth through this whole, either you or the other person, and really gained your stability back because these are very stable energy. Again, you're utilizing all elements here. You may have become impartial to that grief, or that may be like through this process of this healing. You've become impartial to the grief, and maybe that's why this is coming together, because in such an intense soul connection like this, your guys' energy is connected in the higher planes, right? So, there's definitely some energetic stuff going on here. You guys are matching each other. So you may have also gone through a similar process in tandem with them. You're healing each other and becoming impartial here to that grief through this death process. So we'll see what else comes out with that. Queen of Swords with grief. Ooh, communication. That could be what's causing the healing to the becoming impartial to the grief. Could be because of this honest communication. Especially with the Nine of Wands, tells me it's been persevered through. For this to come to a head like this, but oh my gosh, the mirroring going on here in that Ten of Cups, that's shared with other people, and we have that from the 9. Very interesting reading. Okay, Queen of Swords with grief, please. Whoa, the Sun, illumination. Yes. 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 Maybe that's what you'll be saying when you get this communication from this person, or you finally communicate. Illumination. What was I just saying about this shedding light on this grief, this healing, with this honest communication? And the Sun is like, the Ten of Pentacles can be seen as a minor to the Sun, because this is also like very abundant, happy outcome, it's the sun, it's warmth, it's, it's kind of luxurious in the sense that there's so much abundance and peace and contentment, and you're feeling, just very stable. And this, look at this, can indicate children because it is a card of family, and abundance, and they're looking at that child, right? So either this is being born out of that honest communication, or it's actually you guys, this person really wants to start a family with you, especially with that Hierophant. And make no mistake, we have quadruple everything confirmation: King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Swords. You guys came out as the King and Queen of Cups with that 10 in between you on the bottom. The High Priestess to the Hierophant. This is a very, very sacred soul connection with that. I'm surprised the Six of Cups isn't out here, with that Lovers and that Judgment spirits all over this. Beautiful, beautiful coming together of a soulmate situation here with this communication on behalf on behalf of this person. Wasn't I just I'm so surprised that the Six of Cups isn't here, and it was underlying this communication here. This person's really looked back on memories of, maybe how they were in the past or how they fucked up this opportunity. That's funny. Very intense soul connection, you guys. And again, you guys are meeting energetically. That can be just in the higher planes too. Not necessarily here, especially if this hasn't been transformed, but I'm seeing that it has been. Or very soon will be. Again, different timelines. Some of you are moving into this energy with this Venus transit, but wow, this is a freaking amazing reading, you guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, the Sun. Wow, and oh, this is sad, but she's got a deceased dog there. And it's, it's a period of grieving. But the Sun is looking down on this person, and with those feelings dissipating, it's being warmed up again, especially in the heart there. Clarify the Sun. Okay. Queen of Wands, she's receiving. And there's the Sun on the bottom. Beautiful. No more worry. You could have been worried about this for a long time in that grief, sitting in that grief energy. Oh, wow. Yeah, here's that Knight of Pentacles, wanting to put work into this love connection. Plain as day. Plain as day. Moving towards you. The Knight, sometimes I look at them as the kings in motion. This King of Wands, and again, matching you in that fire energy, and this Sun, this warming things up, thawing things out energy. Dropping down from the 10 with his wand. Remember how I was saying, oh my gosh, I'm being so honest here. Please hear me. Please receive my sunlight. Receive my sunlight, please. That's also, I'm seeing the womb, wanting to start a family. And if that's what this person is telling you, they're being very honest about that. Very, very honest about that. Okay, so let's look at this King of Coins. Now, pushing out and see, remember how I was he's pushing that pentacle, and with this, that's very phallic, very phallic. Some of you definitely, this is wanting to start a baby, wanting to start a family. I guess you do start a baby. Wanting to start a family or wanting to have a pregnancy, but look how he's pushing the seed with his rod there. I just heard squirting noises. That's so disgusting. I'm so sorry. Not for YouTube. Come on. Not that anyone under 18 should be watching these readings anyways. I'm just saying, disclaimer, these readings are for adults. Intended for adults. If you're a kid, this kind of stuff, you shouldn't be worrying about this yet. But he's pushing the seed for sure. Man or woman. Okay. King of Coins. King of Coins. Clarify the King of Coins, please. Impartiality. Again, so creating that impartiality from this grief, this warming up, I think it's really healing for you guys, this communication that's coming in, because they are being honest, maybe about things that they've never even been honest with themselves about before. Maybe they were impartial before too, right? There's a lot of mirroring going on with this reading, right? And she's holding paint. So maybe before they were painting things a certain way, especially with this energy, and they're not doing that anymore. For sure. And then there's just more of that self-worth, discovery, really being honest here. Healing communication. I'm just getting that big time off this reading. Very healing. A lot of readers take this as like divine soul connection, twin flame energy. Impartiality with the 9 of coins and the King of Pentacles. Oof, that's too many. Too many. Can we get 1 or 2, please? Yeah, okay. Defending. Remember how I said that this, ooh, and it's coming in. That's beautiful. Beautiful energy. So some of you guys are Sagittarius. And again, you really can't make this stuff up, you guys. We have this, I'm really seeing it as this Queen of Pentacles that was in that vein energy, but the Hermit, right? And again, could be a Virgo, because again, this is attached to Virgo. Major Arcana, Virgo Major Arcana, and they both are attached to this Queen. So some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Virgo man or woman. Yeah, this Virgo energy is attached to this Queen again. And then there's that Judgment, which was underlying the whole reading after this transformation here. Coming out as this Page of Pentacles again. So an offer, communique, honest. Coming in with this Wheel of Fortune energy, that's Jupiter, Sagittarian. I look at it that way. It's coming in and it's beautiful, and there's that more of that Sag energy. So you guys could be moving towards someone could be moving towards you. I'm reading it that way. Some of you, it is you moving towards someone else. For a resurrection here, see the zombies in the background, and spirits all over this. All over this, especially with that Wheel of Fortune, right? It's like spirits like, let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. And, you know, you could be defensive or impartial too with this communication when it comes in, because you were in this energy. But I'm telling you guys, like, it's very honest, and spirit is here, and, you know, you don't want to resist something, because sometimes, it's ordained. I just heard ordained. You know, and if you reject it because you're, you know, being defensive or impartial or feeding out of ego with that vein energy, you can miss it. And then, you know, this could be like very future energy where somebody is realizing that they fucked this up because they've rejected it, right? And, you know, that could be very future pain. You know, I am seeing, though, with this Hangman and that Hermit coming together here. Someone's going to try anyways, for sure. So let's look at the 7 of Wands. But that could also just be defending your victory with this person, defending your legacy with this person. Ace of Cups. Wow, falling in love. For some of you, I am reading that you're rejecting this person and you're moving away, and you're focusing on new love or self-love. We did have self-worth underlying. So you may be perceiving, with so much honesty at play here, really, really, you know, think carefully about your decision here. This can be moving to calmer waters, moving away from someone, or this can be falling in love. This can be, you know, I'm reading it. Obviously, not everyone that's presented with this energy is going to take it, especially if it's someone from their past. You know, for some of you, this could be someone coming in. It could not necessarily be a person from your past. I'm reading it that way for most of you with this very persevering energy and all this past energy. But again, that could be a healing process that's happening on behalf of you or this person, and it's putting you into alignment to sail towards a new connection. So, you know, that's definitely possible for some of you, because we did have all that page energy, and that is very new. It can be very new. So for some of you, this is new coming in because you're coming into alignment with a very, a counterpart or something that can be new love. But just be careful with this defensive energy, right? It's either someone defending, and I do get throat chakra off this card. It's either being defensive and impartial or defending, and this communication is very healing energy, sailing to calmer waters as well. So yeah, I just see very, very, very healing communication. Even if you end up rejecting this, and this is what you move into, the communication is going to be very healing, and it's going to allow either, you're dealing with someone right now, and this communication is going to allow you to finally move away from it and come into alignment with someone that's your perfect match here. But I'm really seeing this as, this person from your past, you're coming into alignment with them, and they're coming into alignment with you big time. And there's that Page of Cups on the bottom. Very honest communication. Very, very, very honest. Here's that impartiality, and this is like not wanting to give up your options. This is like not wanting to settle down energy. So again, that's for some of you, so bear in mind opportunities like that, especially when we're talking about counterparts and stuff like that. If we can't meet up, we have free will. So if somebody abandons their counterpart or abandons a situation that was supposed to come together, Spirit moves on and puts you where you need to be to continue to do your work energetically, and grow and evolve, right? So just keep that in mind, because definitely some of you are really, what did I say? Like the very first thing I picked up off this Nine of Pentacles was not wanting to go to the 10. And we've had the 10 come out twice now. So that's definitely wanting to come together. But I do see this is the card of options and confusion, like having a lot of options and being that single energy, right? Being impartial, or defensive against it. And again, just keep in mind that these types of soul connections, you can be, one of my favorite readers, Water Baby, calls it being orphaned by your counterpart, because, it's like, if you're in that boat, don't go look up counterparts and twin flames and be like, oh my god, like, he's my twin flame or she's my twin flame and blah blah blah, because people end up using that as an excuse to justify really toxic codependent relationships where they feel a divine soul connection, and sometimes those connections are actually just meant to put you where you need to be to have that with your actual person, right? But again, don't like obsess over that if you don't know what I'm talking about and you research it, because you focusing on that shit can actually prevent that from coming in, because you're focused your attention on the wrong things, on your ego, right? Like pandering into codependence. We need to be in this energy first before we can come into alignment with that kind of soul connection, because when you come together in a very intense, and this is intense, this is very, very, again, I'm hearing ordained soul connection, we can, what was I saying? We're going to be triggered. We trigger each other, because if there's any unhealed parts of us within us, when this comes together, it's going to be shown to us, right? So that we can hold the vibration together, right? Yeah, but very honest. That can be an apology too. It's very honest communication. All right, let's look quickly at this Page of Coins and the Knight of Wands. Whoa! Okay. Isolation, feeling very isolated, but again, with that Four of Swords and that Hermit and that Hangman energy, very isolated, but gaining wisdom, being honest with oneself. There's birds there, communication, and there's two little counterparts there. That's so cute. I'm just getting like twin flamey counterpart vibes off of this, but it's not for everyone, right? And honestly, like I said, it is hard work. It is a lot of this energy, so, I wouldn't wish that kind of relationship on anyone if that's not what they're meant to have, because it is a lot of hard work, and it can be very painful when those truths are shown to you about each other, because it's just mirroring yourself, right? It's mirroring all these things about yourself that need to change in order to flourish and have this in relationships, right? Mysticism and insecurity. Okay, so there may have been a touch of with that vain energy, mysticism attached to insecurity. Could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. This very general, so a lot of signs are coming out. But there's definitely, and it's funny because you guys should maybe watch the Sagittarian or Taurus readings, because I said in the Sagittarius reading that there's a play happening right now between, I just cut to this, earth energy and Saggies. So I guess it's just fire energy, or maybe I'm picking up on that same play between whatever I was picking up on in those readings. But that's so funny, because now we have the third. I see that as Capricorn. Somebody may be struggling a little bit with the knowledge that they've come into about how they've behaved in the past. May be playing a little bit into insecurity here. This person's mirroring the heart space on this grief energy, right? And also too, with that not wanting to move to the 9, from the 9 to the 10, that requires a level of vulnerability and honesty, that can make someone insecure, right? Because all of our shadows are shown to us when we come into this kind of union, right? Yeah, but mysticism is like looking at that, right? So again, I am getting a healed vibe, like that's been healed. Yeah, we'll clarify that. Clarify mysticism with insecurity, please. Mysticism with insecurity. Ooh. 4 of Swords. Yeah, that's that healing. So again, I was picking up on that this has kind of mostly been healed energy. Let's get a couple more to wrap up the reading, please, for my fire signs. And someone really was in isolation thinking about this. Really was. They gained wisdom. For sure. And here's the releasing that victim mentality of that grief, too, as well. Cyclical energy. Mysticism with insecurity, please, to wrap up the reading for my fire signs for this Venus transit. Thank you. King of Wands. So now you're matching in this deck as well, and he's moving towards her, and she is receiving it. So, well, you guys have come out as a complete and utter match, and this is that King. And now we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Complete emotional stability and abundance as well. And that's what he's seeing in his lantern, and that's going on subconsciously inside. He's seeing that in his lantern. That's his light, and then he's moving towards this queen. So that's crazy energy. Crazy. Wow. Whoa. Okay, so definitely taking charge here. Taking control of the situation. We have an Emperor now, so remember how I'm surprised that we didn't get the Empress out here, which to me is kind of speaking about how you're going to be receiving this. Again, it could be vice versa. Aries or Taurian energy, so definitely some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus, and I did say that there was a play on Sagittarius, and I guess just fire in general and Taurians right now, and earth in general, so that's just speaking to me about this, but this is definitely that masculine energy bringing that offer. And this is funny because remember how I was saying that honest, he's like, I'm so freaking honest, right? I'm so freaking honest, and he's holding his knowledge here, just like the rod here, right? I'm being so freaking honest. And remember how I was saying that it takes a lot of balls to give up your stability, especially if you're really in this sign of Pentacles energy and happy and single on your own. It can take a lot of freaking kahunas to be vulnerable and open up, because there's always the possibility of getting hurt and it not working out, right? So, but with this, we're seeing this hermit gaining this understanding about his wish fulfillment. Here he looks for the star, the 9, You know, it's the single version of the end of the you know, it's kind of like the match to this in terms of emotional wish fulfillment and stability, but that's the minor to the stars, and he's actually seeing the 10. That's like, woof, wow, he's seeing everything there, man or woman. But remember how I was saying, you know, I'm really not getting that this is current. I'm getting that this is healed, because much like the hermit here who's seeing that in his lantern, he's seeing everything. She's looking at insecurity here, and crowning that was the King of Wands, very confident, very, 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 very confident energy. And now he's coming out, man or woman, just masculine energy, taking charge. Again, you could look at your chart, just Google astrology birth chart and punch in your information, and you can look at whether you're masculine or feminine dominant, because if you're a woman watching this, this could be you, right? Taking control. But the Emperor takes control, and he is very confident. He's a freaking emperor. He has dominion over, he's got his stability going on. He's in tune with his emotions. He knows how to act in confidence. He's very logical, and he can communicate very clearly. The Emperor is all 4 in 1. So that's definitely, I'm seeing that as overcome with that mystic energy. I'm hearing he's a mystic. I don't know why. That's very strange. Somebody could be getting in tune with their spirituality as well, with that Hierophant and High Priestess energy. You know, in this deck specifically, that's Jesus, Piscean energy. Okay. And yeah, the Emperor coming forward with that